What's going on, guys? We are on our very first live stream on the Townsend server. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to be setting up some really quick down and dirty trading hall here. I figure you guys have seen enough trading halls, I'm sure, over the time. Just different tutorials, everything else. So my goal for this one is really just a down and dirty one. Just something to keep my villagers where I can start trading with them. My next episode coming out is actually going to have me getting the villagers, and it was a pretty rough process. So what we're doing is we have these 4 high columns, and we're gonna put a pillar or a piston in each one of these. I'm gonna have to get some levers. Thankfully, we have a decent supply of clay down here. So... So, so what my intentions here are is I'm gonna make a bunch of flower pots. And let's see, I can never remember how to make these things. I need to make a clay pot. Or do I need terracotta? I think I need terracotta. Well, let's go to the shopping district quick. What's going on? I can see there's a viewer, I just don't know who it is. So, what I'm doing right now is I'm heading over to the terracotta shop. Let's see. Wood shop. Brew. I know there's a terracotta shop here somewhere. And chaos saves the day. So, like I said, what we're doing is we're kind of building out the, our villager system. Perfect. It's just perfect. I'm in the stack. That's not the door. Thank you, Chaos. All right, so How can we make pot? Holy cow. Alright, okay, I see ya. Oh. Nope, I found your armor. Alright, so that just, thank you, Chaos. So that's the flower pots. Now, I wonder if that showed me the recipe to make them. So it gave me the recipe for that. In any case. So what we're going to do is with the flower pots, the goal is to create a little bit of a barrier down here now. You just saw over at Chaosville, the village are kind of free roaming. And again, our entire build, being that it's based off of sticks, everything's very authoritarian. So I want these guys to be kind of locked in their place. I don't want them being able to go anywhere that I don't want them to. Have enough here? Oh, that'd be... Okay, close enough. So our next goal is we're going to get some water. We're going to do a water stream going down here. And then we're going to put in a lava pit right here. And the reason for the lava pit is because I want to make sure that if we get a villager that's, like we do a bad trade with, or we accidentally hit them or punch them, with the new game mechanics, I don't want them having that gossip. I don't want them saying, hey, this dude, you know, hurt me or anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of that with a water stream in the lava. That way the other villagers don't see if I accidentally, you know, kill somebody. So let's see. Yeah. And one of the other things I always recommend, carry a bucket of milk with you whenever you're in this game now. Yesterday when I was working on this village, I may or may not have started a pillager raid. I got hero of the village, but it wasn't a pleasant experience in the least, especially considering I'm still wearing, you know, beat up iron armor. So let's see here. I know there should be lava right here. 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 Did I already mine all the lava out? I bet you I did. Okay. Aha! So now we've got our lava. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Alright, guys. That. Alright, that handles that. That's something else you always want to keep on hand now is flint and steel, because if you kill that bannerman, that starts the raid. But if you use the flint and steel and burn him to death, no raid. Alright, so that right now is making making the sugarcane so that I can make paper. Because our goal, again, most of the villagers that we're going to be trading with in here are going to be, at least to start, we're going to be doing a whole lot of... We're going to be doing a whole lot of the... Words are escaping me, and I can't figure out why. Librarians. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of librarians. That's the word I wanted. So, that has to go torches here. I want to make sure this place is lit up pretty well. That don't need any of that. Alright, so now we need trapdoors. Now, this is one of the big differences on this server compared to one of the other servers I play on. On the other server, we actually run what's called the Hermit Pack. So a couple of the mods they have in that one include better crafting. Because when you're looking at like trapdoors, for example, trapdoors are very expensive to make in game. And when you break down the actual, the wood involved in it, realistically, every set of trapdoors you're making should probably only cost you about 12 wood tops. Or it should be making you 12 trapdoors per craft. But the way the game is set up, you actually only get 2, so it's a very expensive process to make all these trapdoors. That should be enough. And then I'm also going to have to make a whole bunch of levers. I don't know how anybody can read the chat in this thing. For streaming, I'm using Streamlabs OBS, and it's got a chat box in it, but I can't actually read any of the chat. It's very tiny. I'll have to look into that. Again, this is one of my first times actually streaming live, so for those of you who are joining, thank you. I know one of you is actually playing right now. Chaos. Trapdoors. So what we're going to be doing with the trapdoors is 2 things. We're going to need trapdoors and signs. So the signs are going to go here. And then we're going to put a trapdoor in front of them. That way the villagers can't actually get out. So that's the whole kind of the concept of that. And I guess, I wonder if I can. That was weird. So the reason we're putting the trapdoors in this way is if we want to get a villager out, we can just do that and let them out. If we put them the other way, facing this way, then if we wanted to get a villager out, we wouldn't be able to. So there's that. And then the next set of trapdoors are going to go right here. And these are the ones that we're going to use, like, if we accidentally punch a villager or something like that, where we have to get rid of one, the villagers will actually be standing on these trapdoors, so it's real easy to just come up and go, bye-bye. and get them out of the inventory and not have to worry about them telling anybody else, hey, dude just punched me. This way. Yeah. Yes, I am, sir. Some sticks. Some stone. And we need a whole bunch of levers. Perfect. Not so perfect. Looks like I need to go find some more. Oh, we lost a viewer. Guess that's the hard part about having a stream, yeah, especially when you're brand new. Either that or the contents of all these chests are causing people. I appreciate it, Chaos. I'll get this whole streaming thing figured out eventually. Much better at the streaming or recording, editing, and posting. Levers. Now we have enough levers. Hey, is it just me or is there like a little bit of lag on the server today? It just seems like I break blocks and they don't disappear. Or... a lot of ghost blocks. Perfect. I'm not 100% what that was. Oh. Mostly squid, I think that was. Thanks for the subscribe, brother. A squashy squid. Thank you. Give me a second. There's got to be a way to make some of this bigger. What's going on, Squashy? I wish you guys could see the Streamlabs screen because The text on it is like a size 1 font. It's pretty bad. I can barely read it. All right, so Squashy, just to kind of catch up with what we're doing right now, my next episode I'm going to be showing. I actually went and found a whole bunch of villagers, and I brought 2 of them over, and now I'm working on building out a villager trading hall. So I've got most of it done already. I got to put in the water streams, and I got to put in the lava pit at the end. And then we can start trading with these guys. Let's see. I'm going to need sticks. And signs. So, right now, got to get in the water stream. Guess maybe I should bring in an infinite water source down. That there. Put that there. I've run out of patience a couple times with the villagers, I promise. Getting the villagers over here, I actually blew myself up 3 times. The first villager didn't make it. There's a ghast following us in the nether. And then the other one, I jumped out of the boat right at the portal to push him through, and... That's not where that goes. And when the other one went, I jumped out of the boat, so did the villager. Yeah, I'm starting to think I didn't think this part through real well. Probably should have done this first. It all. Good enough. So I need one more. I'm done fighting with that door today. Gotta remember to put it back up. Should take care of that. Perfect. Alright, so now whenever there's a villager that comes along with a trade we don't want, rather than trying to kill them in the chambers, I can just drop them down this way, and then we don't have to worry about them. And then still, again, if we want to if we want to move them out for any other purpose, we can move them in here. Now, this is just a down and dirty one. This is just to get us started. Eventually, I'm going to be building this out, making it a little bit nicer, and then we're going to put it inside one of the towers. Yep. Did that. Alright, so I don't need that anymore. I'm gonna get rid of a lot of this stuff. So now what we gotta do is start actually getting the villagers into here. Now what we've done so far, we have a pile of villagers that we've bred up and are just sitting down here waiting to go. And then this guy, this is my favorite guy. I've got a guy with mending. He's a little bit expensive, but it's a start. So I think one of the first things we're going to have to do is build one lectern, get the first villager over here, get him trade into one with a bookshelf, a book trade. Out of wood again. I really need to build a wood farm. One thing that I still need is that. Alright, so now what we need to do is figure out where exactly these villagers are sitting in the system. Did I forget to put a button for that door? I think I did. So down here, and let me see, we're at 743, 123. So now we can come down here. Hear them. Alright, so... What's going on, Squid? So, now he's in his little home, and I can lock him down. Impaling 2, not bad. Bookshelves, perfect. That's what we wanted. So now with the bookshelves, this makes it a lot easier to make more lanterns, because now I don't need anywhere near the, amount of resources that I did before. So now we just wait. That's really what this is it's the waiting game, waiting for these guys to figure out where their home is. Which stand are you taking? Is it yours? That's what I wanted to play with. Come on, get ready. Alright, is it just me or that guy just goes super fast? Get out of here! Bye-bye. Alright, so, Squashy, if you need it, I'm in a snow biome. I can make you tons of snowballs. That's what I typically stock mine with. So make this 2. It's 3. Yeah, I'll take that. Why do I get the bad feeling all of these guys are... I think they're all pathbound to the same areas. It's never a dull day. Alright, so... I need to get rid of some inventory. I gotta make paper. Alright, so back over here, it's going to get a little bit loud for a second. I am running the zero tick farm. So... Alright, so now... Sure what? Now we should have enough bookcases to make all the lectern. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. 21 lecterns, that should do it. Hopefully. All right, I will be back in 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. I've got kids sleeping upstairs, and I don't know how they can sleep as long as they do, but... Caught you, Chaos. So I guess one of the downsides of me AFKing occasionally is that my my computer desk is right next to the staircase that I had to call up, so. Alright, power 1. Sharpness 3. That's a good one. Punch 1. Eh. You know what? At the right stand. Alright, so let's make some more bricks. Did I turn on? Clay. So what I need to do right now is make a couple of more flower pots and should be set. What? All right, you two, pick a home. All right, so now we have these guys pretty well locked in place. Our next process is going to start trading with the ones we want and getting rid of the ones we don't, because there's going to be a few for sure that we're not going to want. And then my next project is also going to be getting one that gives us some form of tools, because again, I mean, I've mined out all of this stone, all of this, all of this, and I got 17 diamonds. So we are definitely going to make a, we're definitely going to need to find a better way of getting we're definitely going to need to find a better way of getting some of the resources that we need, because what we have right now isn't working. Alright. Those. Books. To the loudness. Next thing we want to do is I want to some of the beds quit. This dude, I don't know what's up with him, but he trades for days. Name tags, perfect. Looting with you. Fire protection 4 for 13. Take it. Smite, meh. Frostwalker, meh. Feather falling 2. Hailing 2. Loyalty 1. Sweeping edge. I'd rather have sweeping edge 3. Looting 1 for 1. I mean, alright, because that gives me, let's see, that's 2. So 1 and 1, 2. That's 2. 2 and 2 are right now. That'll work. So we'll do it this way. Looting 1. Smite? Nah, I don't want that. Frostwalker. You're just Feather falling 2. Alright, yeah, you know what? We're gonna take Feather fall. Paper trade. Impaling 2. Paper trade. Alright, so yours. Set yours. Yours. Guys. We'll go find their new homes. Wherever that may be. That out. Guys, welcome to the stream. I've said it a couple times now, and I'm gonna re-say it again. I really can't read anything. Okay, I can sort of read it. Yes, it is the exact same trading hole that we did in Gemco. It's a down and dirty, works well. Not a lot of fuss or muss with it. Looting 2, looting 2. Looting 3. Put that right onto... Not yet. Okay. Let's see, do I have that mending book still? Go get mending quick. We'll add mending to this book, and then we'll start figuring out how to get some levels to get that onto my sword. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Now we are going to have to increase the size of this because I wasn't anticipating getting quite as many. Let's see, 5 that way, 9 that way. So alright, so that is going to go onto sword first chance I get. You guys found new homes yet? Let's open all these up. So they find their homes. I'm gonna have to work on a better way of getting these guys into their mistake when I brought these guys over the way I did. Because... So, I've already traded with all of them, right? So, what I should be able to do... is I should be able... Alright, so a bunch of them have lost their trades now. Oh, nice. Yes, please. Okay, so that's sharpness 4 now. Alright, so they've all lost their trades except the ones that we actually want. So, now what we can do... is we can go ahead and put these back in. And they should... should all make their way into their proper cells. At least that's the game plan. Hoping. Okay, so we got one that's wandering around being dumb. So what do you got? You got flame. We already have flame. You got multi-shot. Don't need it. You've got impaling 4. Oh boy. Like that. What do you got? You are my loyalty trade. It's in the wrong hole. 3? Nah. Here's my feather faller. Looting. Sharpness 4. Yeah, I can't spell today. 4. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can get a monster beast in here real quick. Hey, Chaos, can you hear me in Discord, man?
Yeah, I can.
Chaos, can you hear me in Discord, man? I see you talking, I can't hear you.
Yeah, I can.
Gotta figure out how to... Chaos, can you hear me in Discord, man?
Yeah, I can. I can.
Hey, I can hear you now. What's going on, Chaos?
Okay. How's it going?
Good, man. Alright, so on Streamlabs, are you familiar with that?
I use OBS. Just straight OBS.
Oh. Alright.
If you want a, like, are you needing to understand, like, tutorial or just a couple of
my chat box is very, very tiny, so I can see people are chatting, but I'd need a microscope to read it.
Well,
trying to get Monster Beast over because he uses Streamlabs.
Yeah, no, because there is a guy on YouTube called Dusty Porter. He uses Streamlabs too, and he does a full-on tutorial about it. So that might be your ticket in, like, to fully understand it, kind of thing.
Gotcha.
So, because I've used him for a couple of things. Creepers. Sorry about that. Just in the depths of the caves. Ah!
Oh, we didn't try this dude yet. So... Okay, I think these guys have all separated themselves finally.
No, your build's looking good. Your training hall.
Just gotta get a few more guys in here. I mean, I have a mender, but...
What's up?
What's up, monster?
Hey.
Well,
right.
I'm building something really cool if you want to come see.
Well, what I'm trying to figure out right now is I'm actually on a stream, but on Streamlabs, how do I get the chat on the live chat so you can actually read it?
Oh, it's a, are you using Streamlabs?
Yeah, man.
Okay, hang on, let me pull up Streamlabs.
Because I can see people are chatting to me back and forth in there, but I
Yeah, I'm gonna teach you. Hang on. Let's see. It's a widget. Pretty sure. Sorry, you might hear the. I gotta figure out how to. Okay, under your editor.
let me jump into a safe spot quick. All right. So I'm in the live stream, and I got people watching. I think. Well, I know Chaos is one of the guys watching. I think Squishy or Squashy is too. But... So I'm in my editor, and I can actually see top chat, and I can see people chatting back and forth. But it's very.
So there's a little dashboard tab. Go to the dashboard.
Okay.
And then click all widgets.
All right.
Then there's a thing called chat box. Click on it.
Okay.
So scroll down and click Save Settings. And hold on. So once you save settings, you hit widget URL, and then there's a launch button. Launch it.
Widget URL. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you've clicked chat box, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Go down to save settings first, and then once you save the settings, go back up to where you see widget URL. To the right of widget URL, there's a launch.
Okay, that takes me to chat box widget.
Now when that opened up either opened up an Internet Explorer tab or Chrome tab, however you got it set up, does it show
Chrome
your
tab.
chat?
Not yet. It's just showing a blank screen. A white screen.
It's just a blank screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Do it a different way. I'm gonna have to go live just to.
See if I can manually paste. Yeah, it's not bringing anything up. Just a white screen.
Alright.
This is our last day together for 4 days.
Okay, for sure. Give me just a minute.
So on the in Streamlabs itself, the actual chat
Yeah,
box
there's
is there.
I gotta find it. With YouTube, it's different. It's something called Super Chat. And then there's there's Super Chat, and then there's hang on. They moved it on me. It's not working. That's weird.
Don't talk to anybody, don't talk to anybody. Okay, so hopefully I just killed that guy without him spreading any gossip.
Yeah, that would not be good.
Whoopsie.
Are you gonna fix your trader to have the zombie in?
Yeah, right now I'm just getting a basic, the basics in, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually bring a zombie in and just let it roam the back here and convert them all. And then once they're converted, then I'm going to kill off the zombie.
Okay. You only really need to convert one to have that trick.
So it's kind of goofy the way the system works. Because I was playing around with villagers for a little bit now. They will remember gossip for a certain period of time.
Yeah, the mechanics of villagers have, like, changed.
The last 5 updates have been ridiculous. So if you
Yeah, I'm gonna have
if
to
you take a zombie
figure it out
villager
later,
and
man.
cure
I
him,
can't. I don't know what the heck I'm doing anymore.
he will forever remember that you cured him, and he will have those super cheap prices. And he'll tell all his buddies, hey, this guy's got really cheap prices. But they will forget that gossip over time. However, if you cure them from being a zombie, they'll remember that forever. So if you're trying to get super cheap prices, the best thing to do is actually infect all of them and cure them. Now, the other mechanic that changes, it's only good for you. Like, if I do it, they're going to remember me, but if, say, you or Monster Beast came in here, they'd still have their high prices.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it only works for you.
I don't know if those two guys there are talking, or if they're trying to get to a different... if they're sharing a workstation.
I think if I remember correctly, you do need a bed for them to restock their trade. I know the job site is to restock their trades, but I think they need a bed as well.
No, they don't need the bed to restock their trade, but what they do need is the access to their job site, and I think...
Yeah, I know the job site is what makes them restock, but I think they need to sleep as well.
No, they don't. Thankfully.
Okay. Okay, yeah, because I'm gonna be making Cortez Reno's Emerald Factory on this server. Because I made it prior to 1.14, and that thing was a beast.
Yeah, no, I think my issue right now is... I think some of them are sharing a workstation. Which I thought they had fixed. Aha! Now you're where you belong. Okay, so they're all working. They're all doing their job, which means I can get rid of this one. This is what I've been waiting for. Okay, so you're still sharpness. You're impaling 2. You're looting 1. I locked you in.
Yeah, I like Cortez Reno. He's kind of nice. He has some really nice tutorials. Even I've checked out his Let's Play a little bit, but in one of his Let's Play, he shows the changes that 1.14 did to his Emerald factory. So I'm hoping to replicate it on this server. And then I'll have like tons of emeralds coming in. And melons and pumpkins. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 houses.
This is the hard part. I got to get them all synced up with their. I did this
With
way
it.
wrong. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have just tossed them in and let them go.
That's a learning experience.
Alright, so I think I'm going to end the stream here because the rest of this is going to be real boring. Well, thanks for watching.
Yeah, no problem.